think you guys are going to like this project. A lot of people talk about wanting a DeLorean, loving a DeLorean, and I found one that needs a little bit of work. Actually needs a lot of work. It's been sitting for about, I'm going to say about 20 years, honestly. The guy that owned it, his dad died and willed it to him. And the reason he willed it to him is because he was the most disliked son of the family, and this was the most disliked car by the guy. So he, when he died, he gave it to the son. The son took it, and he lived in Vegas, shipped it down to Vegas from Washington State, sat there for about 3 years. Then he moved to South Florida, where I got it. I think I have a picture of it. I'll put it on the screen. When I picked the car up, it had been sitting outside in the Miami sun for a minute. Didn't really hurt anything. The car looks good. The paint looks good, and the stainless is in perfect shape. The only thing I've seen wrong with it, visually, is the hood cover is a little cracked. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But they couldn't get it running, so the guy that had it given to him by his father had a mechanic work on it. And if you don't know these cars that well, their fuel system is finicky. And he spent a few dollars, decided to put a fuel pump in it, and that's where the problem started. He never drained the fuel. And when I got the car, I pulled the fuel tank out of it and pulled the fuel pump out of it and thought I could salvage it, but I couldn't. The fuel was gummy. So cleaned it out, put a new fuel filter on it. There's a little pump. I put a new little pump on it, and still not running. So we got it inside. I figured it was going to be a fuel system. They always are fuel system cars that set for any length of time. The fuel system usually takes a dump on them, and this was no exception. The fuel had to have been 30 years old. So I didn't even try to start it. I got them to help me push it on the trailer. So this car was pushed on the trailer, brought it home, and my wife, God bless her heart, she was mad because she did not like this car. And I can understand. I have enough projects in this shop to last me a lifetime, and I bring home another one. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. So brought the car home and got looking at the title, and I found something interesting on the title that really made me want to go ahead and fix the car and get it up and going. If you guys don't know, the first 500 DeLoreans were kept in Ireland, used as test cars, test mules, or whatever. And let me put this down, trying to open the door. The second set of 500 were the first ones that were actually exported out. Those were sent to America, and when I got looking, this car, the VIN number on it, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that or not, but the VIN number is not coming through. There you go. 000985. And I don't know if you guys can see this at all. I don't know how well it's going to come through. Probably not at all. Get a flashlight. Alright, so the door won't stay up. I'm going to have to hold it up, but you guys can see, other than my dirty feet getting into it, it's not got any wear on anything. The only little bit of issue I see is the carpet back there under the seat. Maybe a little bit of trim work it needs, just from age, and the headliners are obviously sagging. I pulled those out already. But the thing I love about this car, if you can see, it's got 2,633 miles on it. And I mean, you can look at everything in this car and see that's no BS kind of mileage. Shifter's not worn, steering wheel's not worn. I mean, this is just about as bone stock as you can get. I got the door panel for it. See, I've had to do a little work on the door panels, let me tell you what, and that's a nightmare having to do any regulator work on this car. Because it's not bad enough I have little T-Rex arms. Those little lines inside there are just as sharp as can be. So, when I figured out that this car was only a 2,000 mile car, I decided I need to go ahead and preserve it. I hadn't had a perfect thought of what I was going to do yet. I'm a Grand National guy, and I thought maybe I'll stick a Grand National motor in there, because it has a V6. I think there's enough room. And to be honest with you, I don't like this old style Bosch fuel system. I really despise it, actually. It's just not a good setup, and I don't care what you're looking at. But the car has sat dormant in here for about 5 years. I've just now got slow enough with having my business. My business is running itself, so I decided I'd go ahead and start this project. This also has the flapper up here. It came in only the early production run. That's for the fuel lead. Goes there. So you can see everything's there. It's just very dusty. And tomorrow's project is get the fuel pump in it. Like I said, I got everything tore apart. Everything's tore apart in there. And then I think I'm just going to pull the gas tank out, which I believe is going to be having to go up in the air to do it. But I'll see how dirty it looks inside there, and then I'll make my determination after that. But yeah, guys, what you're looking at is a 2,000 mile original DeLorean. It's in terrible shape, but luckily they make almost every single part for it, and what they don't make, other brands of stuff will work on it, like the calipers. I can get them off of, I believe they're Volvos. I'm going to double check that tomorrow, but I have the rebuild kits for the calipers. I have pretty much everything I need. I got the shocks for the doors. I've already put shocks on this to hold it up, and there is the vent screen that goes over the engine. But yeah, like I said, I've got everything for it, and this is going to be the project of resurrecting a car that is highly desirable, and I have no idea why, but I'm happy they are. So it's going to be Series 1, Part 1, Series 1, and I have quite a few more projects over there that we'll get to later. Maybe as I finish this one up, we'll pull one more out. I have a Grand National over there. I have an 03 Cobra. I have an F350 I put a Cummins in that I have to get finished up. It's just got a mechanical P7100, NV4500. Looks a little sad, but I'm going to get it back on the road. This is a project we just finished up. Just did an engine, wheels, tires, exhaust, tuner. This truck's one of my dailies, as well as my trimmer out front. That's just got a tune on it. It's lowered. And yeah, so we'll figure out what project we're going to do after the DeLorean. But as much as those stupid things fight me, I'm imagining every little thing on this car is just going to drive me insane. So that's going to be the next project. We'll see what we can make happen with this bad boy. I'm hoping to have it done in a month. I know, famous last words. But you can see it came from Washington State, June of 2013, and I don't even believe it was driven. I think it was just tagged so the guy could get a title on it. I don't know how that works out there, but I know he was not driving it.